Oh, very good, Laurie.
Very good.
Good job.
Alright, coming back to spirit.
That's very good.
All right.
Okay.
Payback.
Okay. Sully.
Oh yes, it's me.
How do they get people to like them? By only making jokes about everything and never contributing anything else.
Oh, it's very true.
Sounds like Dom, yeah.
They're all going to sound like me.
Please laugh, please.
According to some people.
Oh, that was a smile. That worked.
If they were on the cover of a magazine, what would the headline be? Look at this lovely fucking idiot.
That's actually really.
That's nice.
I'm very happy with that.
This lovely fucking idiot.
Case in point.
I'm happy with that.
This is your front.
Hey, how am I here?
I'm having a lovely day out.
If a dance move was named after them, what would it be called? The sack of shit.
Not quite as clever.
Some real craft.
If they started a religion, what would it be called? I'll follow you.
I'll follow you.
Branding always your strongest point.
Not a natural leader, am I?
Oh, I'll follow you.
What do they spend 80% of their time talking about? Tea. In a lame attempt to capture that Hugh Grant magic.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's very true as well, isn't it? Oh, God, they were very good. I'm going to have to go for the sack of shit. The sack of shit is a damn good dance. And I'll show it to you now. Oh, God. See? Isn't it good? Maybe I'll go for I'll follow you instead, actually. I forgot about I'll follow you. I think I'm going to go for I'll follow you instead. I'm sorry, person who wrote sack of shit, probably Dom. Yeah. I'll follow you is really good.
And who do you think wrote it?
Laurie. No?
That was me.
Oh,
Very good. Very good.
One for you, Brooke. And finally, no, not finally.
Penultimately.
Ultimately, here's Dom.
Penultimately done.
So, how do they get people?
5 more bald jokes.
How do they get people to like them? Say, come and see my one-man show, okay? Well, I can at least tell you about it.
Yeah, fuck you and your art.
I did write a list down of everyone who didn't come.
In the world. Every name.
It's called the Doomsday Book. Unfortunately, Sullivan did come, so he's not even on that list.
Yes.
He's on a separate list.
Thank you for adding us to your mailing list, though. It's greatly appreciated.
You're welcome. You can't leave it now.
If they were on the front cover of a magazine, what would the headline be? Dictators Illustrated.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, I think that works, yeah. If a dance move was named after them, what would it be called? Stop. Hammer time. 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 Hammer time.
How many times is it written?
It's written.
It's called callback there. Very good, very good.
Yep. If they started a religion, what would it be called? Dom's Beautiful Boy Toys.
What a sexy religion.
Dom's running a sex cult, let's be honest.
Real high bar for
In the middle of the jungle.
Sorry, you're not a boy and you're not beautiful enough. I don't care how much money you've got, you can't join. You can't join.
What do they spend 80% of their time talking about? Sullivan Bow Brown. Excellent, excellent, excellent.
Oh, well, that's right to the heart of you, doesn't it?
Well, I think I got off quite lightly there, I think. I think probably the most accurate was probably the first one. I think that's probably
I think it's like them.
about the
Come
one-man
and see
show.
one-man show. Okay, well at least I can tell you about it.
Yeah, yeah. And I think that was Adam.
Nice.
Good.
Good.
Very good. Racking up those points.
Yeah.
I've made a lot of friends through doing my one-man show. That's how compelling the show is. If this was clearly written by someone who's not seen the show, because if they'd seen the show, they'd love me, because the show's fantastic. It's basically about the 18th century revolutionary Thomas Paine.
All right, and finally, let's see if Laurie's smile can stretch anything.
Okay, I'll try and get through this one. Okay, how do they get people to like them? By just being really nice while all his friends make bald jokes about him. I don't know what pathetic creep wrote that. If they were on the cover of a magazine, what would the headline be? All caps, bald man kills colleagues.
I will quit. I don't have to be here.
If a dance move was named after them, what would it be called? Adjusting the baseball cap. If they started a religion, what would it be called? Ginger Vital. It's like a product.
Sounds like a supplement.
Yeah.
It's Yakult adjacent, all right?
And finally, what do they spend 80% of their time talking about? Over-analysis of wrestling gimmicks that the wrestlers have barely thought about.
That's pretty accurate.
That's a job. Yeah, that's a job.
We got off a lot
That's
lighter
job.
than last time as well.
There we
Yeah,
go.
Alright,
good
we should-
actions in there.
As an omen, bald man kills colleagues.
Oh,
Who wrote that?
gotta chill.
Who will be the first to
Sullivan.
No. It was
That
not.
would be me. My first point of the game.
Adam's really good at board games.
Here I come, everyone. The fight back starts here and also ends here. All right, we are going to play one more game. But before we do the scores, in joint last place, Adam and Blair with one. Feels good to be down here. Then in fourth, third.
Best at board games, best at counting!
All right. So, last place, Adam and Blair. The one that's next to last place with 2 points, it's Sully. Then in second place, Laurie with 3. In joint first, Brooke and Dom fighting it out for meanest. We're going to play one.
Such a mean girl. You've all been trying to be so mean to me.
I'm
and
proud of
hasn't
you.
even scratched the
I'm
surface.
very proud of you.
Brooke versus Dom. Who'd have thought?
For meanness, a
Alright.
race to the bottom. All right, here are your questions for the third game. Why wouldn't you want to sit behind this person? We've already had something like that. What is the one thing that's written all over their notebook? Where do they hang out on the weekends? What strange thing do they do every year on their birthday? And describe their hair in one word. Oh, Laurie, I'm sorry.
I think I'll be filling in blue for a lot of people.
All right, have at it, everyone. Third and final game.
Come on. Silly pen.
you.
There we go. I need to write horrible things about Blair.
No.
I had such a good run on the last one, I'm not so sure. But I wasn't sure about the last one, so
Yeah.
I'm just going to trust myself.
Your ones last time were
They were
great.
zingers, weren't they? They were zingers.
Have faith in yourself.
Thanks.
You're a mean girl.
You go, Glen Coco.
Yeah.
Okay, as we kind of stride wearily and a little broken towards the finish line. Laurie, tell us about Brooke.
Why wouldn't you want to sit behind Brooke? She poops herself every hour on the hour.
Regular.
And confirmed.
I eat a lot of fiber. Thank you.
Sully's just
So
like, what time is it? Quarter past.
Don't look at her chair. Don't look at her chair.
Oh my God, we have been here a while.
We shouldn't have given her a cushion. We shouldn't have given her a cushion.
Giving her a bucket.
What one thing is written all over their notebook? Dear diary, Sully called me Blair again.
They both start with B. They both start with B. They both start with B.
Where do they hang out for the weekend? Anywhere Sully goes. Brooke's life is Sully.
Oh, that just sends a chill over your skin, doesn't it?
We do have separate friends.
Where are they, Brooke? Where are they? Citation needed.
What one strange thing do they do every year for their birthday? Hunt down another of Sullivan's exes to kill.
Yeah, I'm not
Describe their hair in one word. Unnecessary.
So good. That's so good.
Unnecessary.
I'm a big fan of that one.
There's a
That's
lot.
really good.
Unnecessary is my favorite. 100%.
Yep.
Who wrote it? I don't think it was Laurie. Maybe it was Laurie. Was it you, Blair?
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
Oh,
Laurie,
Oh,
obviously
very
it was
good.
Laurie.
of course it
He
was.
said he was going to.
Every single
Yeah.
word.
Yeah, unnecessary.
Optional, unnecessary.
Very good.
All right. Here we go.
Why wouldn't you want to sit behind this person? The glare of their 10-year-old's haircut. Off their 10-year-old's haircut. Yep.
You don't sell peroxide to 10-year-olds.
Let's see. What one thing is written all over their notebook? Kurt Angle fan fiction.
Fuck's sake.
Parentheses with themselves co-starring. Where do they hang out on the weekends? In a dream, because there he has real friends.
Oh.
You guys need to deflate.
Yeah, it's not fun mean, it's just sad mean. Oh, God.
We've all got our things that people make fun of us for, I suppose.
Yours is just your
I'm
unlovability.
unfucking lovable, yeah. That's fine.
What strange thing do they do every year on their birthday? Watch every video they've ever made and hang out with their friends.
Come on! They're real friends. Laurie, you're my real friend, right? Laurie? Laurie!
Describe their hair in one word. Compensating.
You're not getting any more points off me, Laurie. Fuck, man. Watching all of my videos on my birthday with my real friends, that is fun. And Dom wrote that one.
I did not.
Damn it! Blair!
I wrote compensation.
Yeah, I wrote the first one about your hair.
That's fair. All right, let's talk about Blair. Oh, man. Okay, why wouldn't you want to sit behind this person? The terrible bum smell.
Yes,
Yes, of course. That bum smell.
It is terrible.
It's partially from my regular bowel movements.
It says a lot if you don't like it. Most people like their own.
What one thing is written all over Blair's notebook? I do eat shit. I do eat shit. I do eat shit.
Great reveal.
Goodbye from the shop.
This whole time, I hated you all along. Where does Blair hang out on the weekends? The bad-smelling part of the comic book store where they keep all the hentai.
To be fair, they're not wrong.
What strange thing do they do every year on their birthday? Eat as many hungry hippo pellets as they are old.
That's really
God.
good.
I didn't think I'd make it to 90. when I made that bet.
Let's get these down me in case another hippo comes along.
Yum, yum, yum.
Every year. year I get less hungry.
It's just the top jaw doing it though and dragging it back.
Geriatric hippo, no teeth at all.
Describe their hair in one word: brittle. Yeah.
I mean, that's absolutely true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh. I gotta go. Hentai.
Gotta go with hentai.
Gotta go hentai. Gotta go with truth.
Nothing else does it for me. Gotta go
Who
hentai.
do I think wrote that? I think it was you.
I mean, who's known you the longest,
Yeah.
right? There you go. 1 point for me, 1 point for Blair.
Oh.
All right.
Comeback kids, yeah.
Right?
Blair, about
oh,
Sully.
yes.
Oh, shit,
Okay.
yes.
Hi, Sully.
Hello.
Okay. Why wouldn't you want to sit behind Sullivan? The sound of him laughing at his own jokes make it impossible to focus.
That was fair. So that was good. Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah.
That's the way Sully is just like taking it all under advisement.
Oh, actually, that makes a lot of sense.
Actually, yeah, I'll just make a little note in
Yeah,
my phone.
yeah. We've all got to work on ourselves, haven't we?
What one thing is written all over their notebook? Acting was a good career choice for me.
Brutal.
Acting was a good career choice. Now, has it worked out? Let's not talk about the specifics. Let's just talk about how great a choice I made, and I don't regret it. I didn't say that but you shouldn't have said that I regretted it because I didn't. I'm a very good actor.
Acting was a good career choice. Acting was a good career choice.
Where do they hang out on the weekends? The Affectation Club for Ostentatious Boys.
Ooh, that's very
Sorry, that was a bit of a mouthful.
Yeah,
I stumbled over that, but yes.
Sorry, take another run at that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do they hang out on the weekends? The I can't say
Affectation.
that. Affectation. The
Of course he
Affectation
knows.
Club.
Of course you would correct.
For Ostentatious
Laughing at his own jokes.
Affectation.
The
I don't
Affectation
even need to
Club.
read it. Well, I go there every week.
They've got a secret knock.
Where do you think he got this
It's
scarf?
incredibly complex.
It's so long.
Let me in!
Acting was a good career choice. Boom, 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 boom.
We're all little children. We're all little children.
Okay.
The Affectation Club for Ostentatious Boys.
Yes. Thank you. What strange thing do they do every year on their birthday? Go into a cupboard, drop their act, stop talking shit and laughing at his own jokes all the time, and just cry slowly.
Slowly cry. It's begun. His birthday is coming. Yeah.
Just
Just struggling.
Oh no,
Oh, God.
don't let the mask slip, he'll never get it back on. And he talks like that. Oh fuck! Oh fuck! I'm not that ostentatious a boy after all. This scarf means nothing. Postman comes. Oh hello.
shouting through the cupboard. Brooke, get me a Nuki Brown!
Oh, even Brooke hasn't seen this.
No, keep it in there. I don't need to.
And finally, describe their hair in one word. Fine. With 3 dots.
Oh!
Fine.
Great.
Fine.
You know what? That's all right. That's okay. It's dropping the act.
Yeah.
Yeah. Adam.
No.
Oh, dog.
It was me. The truth. It was just the truth. Thought I'm not sure what to write, and my heart said, just tell them the truth. All right.
Oh, got something to really cry about this birthday.
Oh, Dom, you got some good ones.
Thought I might.
Why would you not want to sit behind them? All of the cum.
Oh shit! What? Wait.
Wow.
of the cum.
All of it.
Wait,
All
what?
of the cum.
What does that mean?
It's all
It
there.
was all stored in his butt.
It's all and it could come out at any time. That's
What
why
are you?
Like a squid. But, yeah.
Claire, I don't know what you've been reading in the comic shop.
Borderline homophobic, I think.
You took a big risk there, all of the cum.
Real big risk.
Tempted to say it just so we have to out them.
Okay. What is the one thing written all over their notebooks? How do I tell Sullivan Bow Brown that I'm secretly in love with him? That's not true. Dom hates me.
There's someone here who doesn't know me at all.
Where do they hang out on the weekend? I don't know. Check Grinder. Yeah.
Very good. Someone,
That is a
there's
fair
one running on the theme.
What strange thing do they do every year on their birthday? One long, sad, lonely wank into the mirror.
Just like every other day.
How long?
Well, if it's
One birthday long.
1 year long. Happy birthday to you.
Oh no. Horrible.
1 birthday long.
The entirety that it's your birthday.
24 hours. You'd wake up at midnight, go to bed at midnight. It's great.
So it begins.
You would fall asleep very quick after that.
Yeah, you would.
Be exhausted.
And then finally, describe their hair in one word: going.
Zaza zing.
Yeah, that's a fair call. But it has been going for a long time. It's not got any worse, so I think that's safe. We've got another 10 years at least. Could be a lot worse. So, ooh, you know what? It is a good lot there. I'm tempted to go with the grinder one again, but I did go for that. I think I'm going to go for the birthday wank.
Birthday wank.
I'll take one birthday wank,
I'll
please.
take one birthday long wank.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be.
And in the mirror, let's not forget the detail of in the mirror.
Long and
was?
sad.
Who do I think it was? I think it was Laurie.
Very
Yes!
good guess. Very important guess as well. Right, final one. Hearing about Laurie.
He doesn't have any hair.
Oh, you stole the joke.
Sorry.
You don't.
Such a rich mind for material.
You don't know that's what it's going to be.
We go for the lowest hanging
It is a
fruit.
rich mind for material because we may know the content ahead of time, but that means we get to appreciate the poetry of what's been written. So, the first one. Why wouldn't you want to sit behind this person? The glare. You know what I'm talking about. What one thing is written all over their notebook? Bald is a choice.
I can't look at him anymore. I can't look at him
We're
anymore.
back, we're back,
Too
we're
far.
back.
Too far.
Borderline.
Read you all
Yeah.
There's more. There's more. Don't look at me like I wrote all of these. I only wrote one of them. The best one. Where do they hang out on the weekends?
No.
Oh, we've got another one that's going to take us a bit of time. Where do they hang out on the weekends? The barbers, to sweep up the beard hair and give it to his face.
Oh, this is suggesting he can't grow a beard either. Just taking everything from the lad.
Everything.
What strange thing do they do every year on their birthday?
Oh, what's it going to be?
They look solemnly into the middle distance, whispering,
The thing is, it never works. You can't pull it out of the ether.
describe their hair in one word, NA. There we go.
I want to go with what one thing is written all over their notebook.
Bald is a choice.
Bald is a choice.
There is a
Hair is a
choice.
choice.
Choice as well.
There is a choice. It's always a choice.
I think that was
It was me!
Yay! Oh.
Which means the final scores
my
are as
God.
follows.
Oh my god.
In
So
the-
mean.
Such
Joint.
a mean girl.
So
In joint last place, with 2 points each, Adam and Sully.
Hey.
the nicest.
I think that means we're the nicest,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's probably what that means.
You come last.
Then, in second last, it's Blair with 3.
Thank you.
Then it's Brooke with 4. Then it's Laurie with 5. However, in first place with 7 points is
The meanest girl.
That's right,
Oh,
bitches.
Proud of yourself?
Yeah, really proud of myself. You can all eat shit.
Put it on, Blair.
Please join us next week when we play something slightly friendlier. What will we be playing? We'll be playing Cockroach Poker. It's a fantastic game. We will see you here, same time, next week. I just want Laurie to say it this time.
Get on bald.
Get on
Get on board. Get on board.
What a bunch of
I'm off for a birthday special.
Hello, I'm Adam from No Rolls Barred, and welcome to Board Game Club, where the first rule of Board Game Club is always re-rack your dumbbells when you're making those sweet gains. Each week, we gather together a group of our friends in our NRB studio in the beautiful Drafts Board Game Cafe in London to play a game to show you how much fun board gaming can be. But, Adam, I hear you ask, what is on the menu this week? Let's crack open the safe and have a look. This week we are playing Dream Crush, designed by Nick Prier and published by Mondo Games. In the game, we'll all be playing people on the hunt for the perfect dreamboat/hunkette, looking for love in the unlikeliest of places in these questionable decks of questionable singles, including a person called Justice. Want to date Justice? Here's how you can. At the beginning of the game, 3 potential suitors are chosen and presented to the group, and in each round will reach a different relationship milestone. For example, this says they ask you to dance at one song at the club. But then we'll also find out more about these singles. Apparently, you're nicknamed Jazz Hands. Don't like that. You'll find out their quirks, their aspirations, their interests, whatever the fuck Justice's whole deal is. At the end of each round, you write down on this little pad which of these 3 that you are crushing on hardest. You write down your choice, but then you also write down who you think everyone else chose for themselves. Then everyone reveals each round. Whoever gets the most correct guesses throughout the entire game wins. How well do we know our friends' tastes in total studs? Let's all find out way too much about each other as we play Dream Crush. Joining me for Board Game Club this week, we're joined by Tom.
Hello.
Sully.
Hello.
Blair.
Hello.
John.
Hello.
And Laurie.
Hi.
Ah, yes, of course, one half of the reigning defending Board Game Club champions. You don't have the trophy this week?
No, it's Laurie's turn.
I get custody on the weekend.
We are playing Dream Crush, which everyone is super excited about. So first of all, before we begin the first round, let's meet our crushes. So first of all, we've got Jax. Ooh.
Okay.
Looks like a lot. We got Monroe.
He's got some opinions online.
He's got big Sully energy, doesn't he? We've got
On my novel.
Ace.
Oh, I love it.
Yes.
So normally we would play Dream Crush with 3, but seeing as we're probably only going to be playing 1 game, I kind of want to show as much of the cards and of the possible crushes as possible. So we're actually going to play with 5 crushes today, which means it's going to be super difficult. Looking forward to it. Tanner! Oh no!
Yes,
Oh, Tanner.
And finally,
Knockoff Matrix.
Eddie.
Oh, look at Eddie.
Eddie Edwards.
Okay.
There he is.
Little singlet there.
All right, so these are our 5 crushes. Obviously, you may have an opinion as to who you're currently crushing on the hardest, but keep that to yourself as we enter our first milestone with our crushes, which is they ask you to go for a coffee. Nice and simple.
Okay.
They ask you to go for a coffee. So that's the date that we're going on. Now let's find out our accolades. These are things that our dream crushes have accomplished. So Jax, your accolade is majored in poetry. Monroe.
I would have expected that of Monroe, if I'm honest.
Yeah, Monroe is pissed about that.
Well, now how about this? Monroe can replace a flat tire in under 5 minutes. Always asks you to time it.
Oh, Monroe.
Monroe.
We have to keep our strong opinions to ourselves.
Ace sings that one Meatloaf song at karaoke every time and kills it. Tanner, standout member of their Zumba class.
Yeah.
Story checks out.
And
That's
finally,
how he dresses for Zumba.
Yeah. He's never not seen in a leather jacket and shades.
It's so hot. It's so hot.
Sweat it out, Tanner. You can do it.
come on Tanner, come on Tanner.
Tanner's also fainted at the end of every Zumba class he's ever been to.
Trying to get a Tanner chant going.
His sunglasses steamed up.
And finally, Eddie, still going through a scar phase.
Fuck me, this is slim pickings.
What a killer's row. All right.
I don't want any of them if you're trying to guess what I
Yeah,
want.
I'm looking at you to see.
It's grim. It's grim out there in the dating world.
I'm going to track your eyes, see if you go flush when you look at one of them.
I will.
Look over here for me.
Ooh! Oh, sorry. God, poker face.
So we've all got names on the page. What we're going to do now is going to pick a person around the table. Everyone's going to go through who we thought they chose, and then they'll reveal. But also, please do feel free to explain why you think they chose it. So we're going to start with Laurie. John, who did you think Laurie chose as his dream crush?
Now, I was tempted to write Monroe for everyone. Look at his little face.
He's easily the sexiest.
He's an MRA in waiting, isn't he? If he's not already. But maybe he's not discovered it yet. That's
He's got
good.
big dark web energy.
He might just be asking you to time him changing a tyre because he's ambitious and he's constantly looking to beat his personal best.
Monroe's a monster. I hate it.
He's trying to prove how alpha he
He's
is.
just got a book.
Can you time me changing this tyre?
Sweet. He just wants to help out.
Well, good. I'm glad you said that, Blair, because
Quickly.
that hopefully means points for me later. But I almost wrote Monroe for everyone, but I didn't. Laurie, I struggle with this because it feels like quite a tough pack. But I feel like you, based on your appearance, you've got kind of a goth vibe going on, tats and stuff. A goth vibe.
A goth vibe?
Yeah. Maybe not.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe not goth. Okay, no.
Guy.
Does everyone in the world with tattoos are goths in your mind?
Can I finish, please? All right, maybe goth was a little strong. How about an alternative vibe? Should we go with that? Is that all right for you vultures?
yeah.
It's different,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's an entirely
Goths are
different word.
alternative. There is a big Venn
Yeah, but
diagram.
they're also alternative to alternative.
All right, fine. All right. based on what little I know about you, which is you have tattoos, and you're an artistic guy, I think you'd enjoy hanging out with Jax.
Laurie is, he enjoys kind of bouldering, so there's an element of like fitness and like a little bit of sport to Laurie. I know that much. Also, Laurie is he enjoys a karaoke, so that is why I have gone with Ace for Laurie.
So, I don't know your tastes whatsoever, but I do think that
You tell him a goth though, right?
Yeah, you're definitely goth.
I like that.
Hardline goth.
Definitely goth.
You have goth vibes. Let us tweet me at elfakador and tell me just how much you like my goth vibe.
I went with Tanner because I just Tanner. Yeah, he was so much fun. He would convince you to come on out.
What
come
a
to
read
Singapore.
on someone saying,
Yeah.
"Oh, Tanner looks like your kind of business."
I think that Laurie might like a bit of meatloaf, might like a bit of karaoke. I went for Ace as well. It's very, very difficult. But I think Laurie's fun. Ace is fun.
He's
Perfect
fun?
couple. Yeah, absolutely.
Ace
Is
doesn't look,
Laurie
he's
fun?
the most fun
Ace is
goth I've ever met. He's more goth than fun.
I've sailed over that low
Look
bar.
at his serious face.
That's a goth face.
More goth than fun. There's your Tinder bio, mate.
I know Laurie likes a good climb. I know Laurie likes a good fitness activity. And no one has better cardio in this lineup than our boy Tanner.
Yes,
I love that. There's literally a guy in a sports singlet right there.
Is he a stand-up member of his Zumba class? though? He likes ska.
Stand out does not mean accomplished. Stand out means...
Fine.
Causing the biggest scene.
That's true, and he does cause a scene.
I went with Ace.
Yeah, you did.
I would do anything for love, even hold a bat. Ping pong, karaoke, what more do you want? Ace is amazing.
John is now in the spotlight. Let's all think who we thought John chose. Laurie, let's start with you.
John, judging by, I don't know, I was struggling with John. So I just went, you're sat next to me, you also like Ace.
Okay, fair enough. Hey, you're me, or at least close enough to me to be me. I know John enjoys a bit of karaoke. We all enjoy a bit of meatloaf. For that reason alone, yeah, I think you're an Ace guy.
So, I went a bit different. I think you're a fun person. You like fun people. You like people with nice smiles. You like people who enjoy music. I went with Eddie because he seems like a fun dude.
Well, this is the thing. I went for the fun aspect as well. And what's more fun than dancing while very hot? I went with Tanner. There's nothing more fun than
Tanner
that.
gonna get someone every single time.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm gonna have to do a cosplay of Tanner.
You are.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
John likes games. John likes music. John likes Ace.
There we go. Very sound logic. Right. Well, I can tell you that at least one of you is getting some points because of all of those people. Fun is very important for me in terms of a partner, and I have to be honest, and this is not a joke, the person who looks the most fun to me is definitely Tanner.
Are you shitting
I'm
me?
not shitting you.
Oh, yeah.
Point to Sully. Tanner looks
What?
like a fucking riot.
All right. So 1 point to Sullivan. It's my turn now. Laurie, hit me.
If there is one thing that Adam loves above all else, look at the things that he does with his life. Look at the stuff that he's got up to. He loves one thing above all else, and it's wrestling! You love Eddie, don't you? You love wrestling, Adam! Look at him!
No, don't.
I mean, you're going to laugh. I did pick Eddie.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
But not for the wrestling thing, which makes a lot of sense now that Laurie says it. He just looks like a fun guy. You don't have a particular love of Scar, but just looking at him, I'm like, you're going to have fun with Eddie. He seems like a fun guy.
You'll be happy to know that I didn't go with Eddie.
Thank you.
I went with someone much better, and I went with Tanner.
It's not the insult you think it is. Tanner's great.
Tanner,
I'm having
They
a mirror
look-
held
they
up to
look
me and I don't like it.
You'll be even happy to know that I also went for Eddie as well.
Yes, of
Yes,
course you did.
absolutely,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's absolutely fine.
I disagree with you, Laurie. There is one thing Adam loves, if you can believe it, even more than
I
wrestling.
don't believe it, Tom.
I have never seen anybody look at someone the way that Adam looks at Sullivan Bo Brown. Monroe is giving off some mad, fancy gentleman energy. And who's the fanciest gentleman on this table? SBB over there. I went with Monroe.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, these are some insulting choices for Adam.
Just absolutely crushing. They look. I mean, table tennis is fun and karaoke's fun. Ace for me, please. I like table tennis. I like meatloaf. Admittedly, Ace does look a little, you know, bit intense, but 2 out of 3 ain't bad. It's meatloaf. Blair.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Laurie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure. I feel like Blair's got sort of an alternative vibe, and that's where I sort of lent to, and I went with Jax.
Yeah.
I feel like you're a sweet nerd. You're probably drawn to sweet nerds, and I promise you this isn't an insult. Even though I think Monroe is an MRA deep down, he presents as a sweet nerd.
Monroe looks incredibly sweet.
Look at the way he's holding that pen. He has got strong opinions about films, and he's not afraid to share them.
Oh, that's a pipe, my dude.
Oh, is that a pipe?
That's a pipe right there.
Oh, that's arguably worse then. No, he's not an MRA, but no, I think Monroe is giving me sweet nerd vibes, and you seem, I mean, you are a sweet nerd, so I picked Monroe.
What do we know about Blair? She is a gigantic weeb. Which of these people looks like the biggest weeb? Hundo P, it's Jax.
I also went for Jax as well. You know, the alternative vibe, as we know, all alternative people are goths, and so.
Thank you.
Blair must
I'm
be
Yeah,
goth.
goth.
Anyone who sort of goes
Easily the biggest goth at the table.
Yeah, outside of the
I
norm,
mean-
you're a goth. That's what it is. Yeah, if you're not.
Thank you, Sally.
Yeah. Instant goth.
It's norms and goths.
Yeah, norms
And that's what'll be there at the apocalypse. The norms versus the goths.
If
in
you're-
one big fight.
If you're not Gene Kelly, literally dancing down the street singing in the rain,
You're a
then
goth,
you are
baby.
a
You're
goth.
probably a goth. I don't make the rules.
Okay, so Blair's alternative. Blair is artistic. Also, Blair is a phenomenal costumer, and who has brought their A game today when it comes to clothes? Jax.
I could have sworn you were
Did
going
they say Tanner?
I thought you were going to say Tanner.
Yeah. No.
Tanner's got his best dance on. He's in cosplay.
You could also argue for Eddie as well.
Jax for days, son.
I did not go with Jax.
What?
Yeah,
Liar.
No, honestly, the person that I would genuinely just want to be around, I'm with you. I love table tennis. I play table tennis all the time. And karaoke, fucking love karaoke. Love someone who can have that serious side, but also go out, have a good time, and they kill it, apparently. So I've gone with Ace as well.
Based on Ace's expression, they've never had a good time.
She kills it, but you know, she looks like she wanted to kill it.
So none of us knew Blair, but do we know Sullivan? Laurie.
Do we know Sullivan?
Come on, clean sweep, everyone.
Look,
It's got to be a clean sweep.
I've only picked. There's only one person with the kind of energy to match Sullivan Bo Brown.
Yes, come on.
This table. And I want to see this date in action. It's Monroe, baby.
Yes, it is.
Wait, really?
Oh yeah.
All right.
100%.
Oh, big time Monroe.
I would like to say that exact same sentence, only one person to match Sally's energy, and it's definitely Eddie. Look at him, you two having a little wrestle together. Just like, hey, we're having a great date.
Yeah.
Let's dance to some
Couple
ska
tussle.
together.
A double tussle.
You double tussle together, you do some skanking to some ska, you'd love us.
All right. So I
That is the
picked.
official term, I think.
I picked Monroe, obviously, because I just want to imagine that you two just like sat off at each other at a coffee shop with your book, just just like, and then you get on, like, oh, you both like, oh, one of you shrill laughs, and that sets the other one off, and you enter into this kind of Mobius strip of shrill laughter, and eventually you just start rubbing each other's tummies. And
Yeah, no, I've gone a completely different route. I thought opposites attract, you know, maybe you want someone who seems a bit serious on the outside but has a fun side to them. I went for Ace.
That's a good point. Who here has I think, you know, you want someone who has a creative, performative side, but also clearly conceals an unbridled rage. So I went with Ace.
Well, I can tell you that obviously I'm not an insane narcissist, so I wouldn't date myself.
Well, actually, I think you found you would, says Monroe.
Also, I hate that everyone says that this guy has this energy, and it's also like the worst guy.
Yeah, I don't think
Like,
that
oh yeah,
Monroe.
he's just like you, Sullivan. He's the fucking worst.
To be fair, I think he's the worst, and I don't think he's like you. I think everyone else thinks more highly of him, but he is like you.
I bloody love table tennis. I bloody love karaoke. I absolutely love table tennis
We
and
all
karaoke.
love table tennis and
That
karaoke.
table tennis bat is doing so much heavy lifting for Ace. You remove that table tennis bat, no one's voting for it.
Absolutely, that's a
100%
big
with
part of Ace's personality.
Look how grumpy they are. They're going to be miserable playing table tennis.
Yeah, that's not
Game.
All right, Tom. Laurie, what do you pick for Tom?
For Tom, I don't know. I thought like Tom, quite a sensitive person, a writer, likes to sort of script things. It's
You're
not
going to say
Monroe.
Turner.
It's not
You're
Monroe.
going to say Turner.
It's not Tanner. No, really not. It's not a swerve. It's not a swerve.
Who's the one who's scripting in most?
I've gone. No, she's majored in poetry. I've gone with Jax.
Interesting.
Okay, I'm looking at these and I've clearly panicked on all of them. Tom, I don't know why I wrote this, but because it's a terrible shout. For some reason, I've written Ace for you. I did write Jax and cross them out, and then I put Ace.
I've gone for someone who I think is, quite kind, athletic, someone who is outgoing, someone who likes music like you do.
You say Turner.
Oh no, I don't think it's Tanner.
It's not Tanner, no.
It's Eddie, baby.
I know you like reading. I know you like nice people, people who would care for you, care for others, and
Can't believe
someone
she's
who
doing
who
this.
would help out with housework. You know, they
believe
want to help you out all the time. I've gone for Monroe.
Oh, strong and wrong.
5 minutes to change a tyre. Can you time me, Tom? No, I'm going to murder you.
And I, for the poetry reasons and everything like that, I've gone for Jax as well. I think, yeah, Jax.
Do we think Tom likes poetry?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I think Tom appreciates good poetry.
Yeah, my choice is based on the one thing that genuinely appealed to me, and I do like poetry. And for Jax.
Fair enough.
Ooh, that's a big swing and a miss from me. Across the board.
Quite bad. 1 point for me so far.
Yep.
Yeah, one for me too.
0 for me.
Oh my.
Yeah, about 0.
Sully A.
3
Yeah,
for me.
Nice.
Three.
Nice, Sully.
All right, next up, we are getting wild with our crushes, which means they ask you to a wine tasting. So we've gone
So
to
wild.
We've gone to a wine tasting, but here things get a little bit different. Things get a little bit more complicated. We might see a much more pleasant side of our crushes. We might see a much darker side, because these are their aspirations,
Oh.
what they want for their lives. Jax wants to become a famous Peloton instructor.
What is?
Peloton is the cycling machines.
Oh.
You know, okay, good for you, Jax. Like, yeah, why not? Monroe is the understudy for one of the puppets in the touring production of Avenue Q.
Oh.
Stop it! Stop it!
You didn't like him before, but I think he likes him now. I see it.
Ace has dreams of giving it all up to buy a ranch and sell jerky in Montana. Ace, you've taken a left turn. Tanner just released their prog rock magnum opus on SoundCloud. And Eddie, currently shopping around their screenplay that they describe as a modern day super bad.
Checks out.
All right.
All of these check out.
This is dynamite.
All right, so we're now trying to find out we're still right. Laurie, who went for Ace last time. Let's see who we think he's going for now. John.
Start with me. Now, I think there's been a shift in Laurie's allegiances, and I now know that Laurie's into fitness stuff. Obviously, still a hardcore goth. So I think the fact that we now know
The world's fittest goth.
the world's fittest goth, or maybe the world's second fittest goth, because don't forget, Jax exists, and that's who I've picked for you. Because she likes cycling, wants to become a cycling instructor. So I think that plus goth plus poetry, it's Laurie's bag. I'm going for Jax.
Yep, 100%. I am also going for Jax for Laurie. I think Laurie's a little bit of a city mouse. I don't think he wants to give it all up and go and live in the countryside.
I actually kept you being with Ace because I think you could still play table tennis. It just might be in Montana.
Who did I get? Oh, yeah. I think that you might like a little bit of prog rock. And I think you're going to go for Tanner. Prog rock? Imagine Zumba to prog
Such a
rock.
left turn from Ace.
Imagine doing Zumba to prog rock. It'd be great.
I hate you.
I'm going to take my newfound knowledge that you love table tennis. I'm going to double down on my old knowledge that you like climbing. And going to say you want to move to Rocky, Montana. Probably a great place to go free climbing with Ace.
That's not a bad shout at all.
You
Sorry.
work from home as well, you know.
God damn it, man's got it.
It's Ace. Darn.
Yeah. Also,
Shit.
beef jerky.
Oh,
I love beef
I'm learning
jerky.
so much about you today, mate.
Imagine all the jerky you could eat, like on tap where you live and bouldering off in the wilderness of Montana. Ace just keeps getting better. I think she might be my perfect woman.
Let's talk about the John in the room. Previously, John went for Tanner. Laurie, do you think he is stuck with Tanner?
Big time! I think the prog rock thing is only making John hotter for Tanner. You like terrible music. Crowded house.
Name one prog rock. Name one prog rock band, Laurie.
I don't know any because they're terrible.
So you, with
Oh,
your
yeah.
lack of knowledge, you think you know stuff.
Pink
Just like
Floyd
Crowded
are really
House.
rubbish, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
God, I
Oh.
hate bands I've never heard of because I'm a Philistine.
I just hate listening to Dark Side of the Moon.
Oh, it's too good for my stupid goth ears.
All right, I really almost went with Tanner again. But what do we know about John? John is a writer. John enjoys the sex comedies of Horny Jeans. John has realised that if you take the sunglasses and the duster off Tanner, that he becomes Eddie.
Gonna be honest, I think all of these made them a lot worse in your eyes. So I just went with the one that seems the least worst in your eyes, which was Jack's. But I have no idea. I was very lost on this one for you.
Same reasons as Adam, I've gone for Eddie as well. Absolutely. I think you could have a little tussle with him. It'd be great.
I know you've joined a gym recently. I know you've also recently taken up a personal trainer. I think you can save on a bit of money and space by just going with Jax.
There you go.
Nice. Jokes on all of you, I fucking love prog rock. I'm absolutely sticking with Tanner. Are you kidding me? Prog rock, baby, me and Tanner? That was a massive increase in my attraction to him.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Also, he's not in Superbad. He's written a shopping around a screenplay that he describes as a modern day Superbad. That is not a selling point. That script is going to be absolute dog shit. I want nothing to do with it.
All right,
Although he does have
everyone.
a nice smile.
You got me all so wrong last time. Who have I gone for this time, Laurie?
I think you've stuck with Ace. I don't know much about Jersey, but I feel like it's outside. And she wants to move outside.
Island?
Yeah, she wants to move outside. And that's that.
Laurie, outside of what?
It's more outsidey based than like a city.
You mean we're not under a dome?
Yeah, exactly.
All places in the world are outside. Everywhere's outside.
I mean, I think Laurie's right, but I don't agree with any of the words he said. But I think Adam would stick with Ace. I think going to a ranch would be appealing. Could still do streaming, online work, but you've got the great outdoors. I think you quite like beef jerky as well.
I don't think you have any interest in going to Montana. I think you now are looking at Jax. I think, you're like, oh, wasn't fully interested in them at first, but they also have this instructor side to them. They got a bit of oomph to them. Those cyclists, they're always shouting at people. I don't know.
Love that.
Yeah,
Love
I mean,
that.
I know you,
Intense and
I know
rude.
you
Sign me up.
you like a bit of like you like a strong person. Yeah.
Wild shout from Blair.
Very wild. I've gone for sticking with Ace as well. Yeah.
I don't think you could resist the temptation to rebook Tanner's terrible movie. So I went with Tanner.
Do you mean Eddie?
Eddie's got a terrible movie.
Oh, Eddie. In which case, yeah.
They're the same person.
They are very different.
I can't see the words from over there.
John is like, I'll fight you.
How dare you? Tanner Trenchcoat, Eddie Wrestler.
Oh,
right?
well. Turns out, still, none of you know me. You know what? You've talked me round. Well-read, fancy, kind. And they're in Avenue Q, one of my favourite musicals. Are you kidding? I'm horny for Monroe now.
Wowzers.
And you know what?
Monroe Horn.
He's handier than I am. Respect that. I'm looking at you a little differently, Sally. Just a little. Ooh.
I'm going to write down Adam for mine.
Blair.
Yes, it is me.
So, there's one person Blair has been talking up for most of the game. with regards to other people. She says he's kind. She says he's sweet. She says he's loving.
Laurie, I'm right here.
And now he also does puppets. I think it's Monroe. I think you've switched.
Okay. So I think, for all the previous reasons, plus the outdoorsy life, you've stuck with Ace.
I've moved away from Ace. I actually think you prefer a bit more life in where you live. I don't think you're ready to retire to the country. Also, you're a vegetarian. So So, I mean, look, keeps himself fit, prog rock. I mean, like, the man's released his own album. That is a huge get. You guys can talk, you can talk about the bassoon, and he can throw shapes whilst I'm talking about his prog rock album. Yeah, Tanner, 100%.
I actually regret this now. I said he's stuck with Ace, but I don't think you'd like to move out to Montana. I don't think that would be a thing. So I regret this, but that was my guess, and I'm going to honour that.
I'm the same as you. I think Ace was a mistake.
Tanner's a musician. Blair's a musician.
That's it. All musicians like each other. Come on, Tanner.
So I scribbled out Tanner because at first I was going for them, but then
You scribbled Tanner
I
back
scribbled- I
in.
No, I ended up going Jax. They've become more appealing to me now that I know that they have this side to them where they're like, all right, guys, let's go. I like that. Very still tempted by Ace, but the fact that they want a jerky store, shop, whatever it was, I'm not fully into that. Don't really love the jerky aspect of it.
Sullivan, what do we think to Sullivan?
I just doubled down on Monroe. You didn't like him last time, but now he's in the theatre. He's an actor. I don't know. But he's becoming more you as the game goes on.
He really is.
Which is really, really bad. Yeah.
No, I think dating an actor might be good for you. It might be too much of the same thing, but I think a lot of actors, they share the same schedules, their lives fit together. So I have shifted to Monroe.
You know that you and Monroe are so similar that if anything were to happen to Monroe, that you could very easily become the understudy for one of the
I'm the
puppets
under-understudy.
in a touring
No, you just replace him. Just life swap him.
Yeah.
You
You're
kill
gonna-
him.
You're going to talented Mr. Ripley Monroe.
Hello, it's me, Monroe.